In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an opt-in page in System.io the right way. Not just the page, but the thank you page, the automation and the email delivery. So by the end of this video, you have a complete opt-in funnel that actually works. Most videos stop after the landing page, but that's not where beginners get stuck. We're going to build the full system end to end and also show you how to test it properly. First, let me show you the exact funnel flow we're building today. Here's the full opt-in funnel we're building. Step 1 is the opt-in page. This is where someone enters the email. Then they land on a thank you page so they know it worked. Now after that, we tag the subscriber and trigger an automation. And finally, the workflow sends them the freebie link automatically by email. Right, let's build this now step by step. So we'll start inside funnels, create a new funnel and then build the opt-in page. Before we click anything, here's a quick beginner checklist so you don't get stuck. Here's what you need before you start. You'll need a System.io account. The free plan is fine. You'll need your freebie PDF reader, a funnel name, and a simple URL path ID for your opt-in page link. And that's it. Okay, let's jump back into System.io and build the opt-in page. First we'll create the funnel, then we'll edit the opt-in page. What we're going to do is we're going to select the option to build an audience and name it, and once we create it. So this is the easiest funnel type for this building. So I'll give it a name. Paste it in the System.io product launch starter kit. For the currency, set it to wherever you want it. So I'm just going to put it the US dollar on that, and then just click on the blue save option there, and then that will create the funnel there. See there. So then we just need to click on it, and it automatically creates an opt-in page, a thank you page, and an inactive page. So if at any point you disable this funnel, then it will automatically go to this inactive page here. Now we need to select a template from the list there of what we want to use. So if we scroll down and then choose the option to see 30 at a time, and then we can have a look through that, it makes it quicker than to go through these templates. So if we just scroll down, let's have a look for one I want to select. So I just want to say one with a simple design. So this one here, for instance, I'll select that. And once we've selected it from the right hand side here, we need to go on to click on the blue button. It says edit page, and then that will take us into the page editor. So this is your opt-in page where people enter the email address. I'm going to show you two ways. The first way is this way, using a template method, which is the fastest. And most beginners should start with a template method. And then the second way is started from scratch or custom, and I'll demo the custom version after doing this one. So the only things really I want to concern about is, let's see, I want the heading and that. So you can have a logo if you want. I'm just going to delete the logo. I don't want that. And then you can keep the picture if you want the picture. We'll delete that section. So if you hover over it, you can see it comes up with the option there. It's a section there. And I'm just going to click the bin there to delete it. Just click OK on that. And same again there. I want to get rid of that section as well. And delete that. And I want to get rid of that icon, delete that, and I can get rid of that text there. Simple templates convert better for beginners. You need to make sure we want the headline, a sub-headline, the form element, and then the option to submit the form. It's a subscriber, and I want to keep that option here as well for GDPR as well. Now most people get stuck with writing a copy for the pages. What I'm going to do is show you a shortcut. So instead of guessing what to write, we'll generate the copy from the actual freebie using a script. We can copy and paste into ChatGPT. Let me show you the script here. You'll find this script in the description below. So the first part of the script prompt A, this if you want to copy the text from your freebie what you can do with this prompt and just paste it down there, and then copy all this prompt into ChatGPT to create your copy for you for your opt-in page, your thank you page, and it'll create a single email as well, your follow-up email to deliver the actual PDF or your lead magnet. The second option B, is you just copy the old prompt here into ChatGPT and then upload your PDF into the chat, and then press enter, and then it will just write out all the copy for all your pages and your email for you, which you can just copy and paste into then. So let me just show you this now. Okay, so I'm on my ChatGPT account, so you can do this with a free one here. So there's two ways you can put your PDF into here. Is just drag and drop it onto here, or click the plus and click upload file. Okay, so I'm just going to select this one and open that. Now I've already copied the prompt to my clipboard, so I'm just going to paste it into here, and you can see the script what I pasted in, and then just press enter, and then there you go, it's writing the copy, and you can see it's giving also some 5 benefits bullet points here if you want to use these. Some quick ones, and then you got headline for the opt-in page, and some sub-headlines, and some short benefits, more benefits there, and then you got some for the button there as well, and then for the thank you page and an email deliverer there. Okay, so let's see. What to do now is select the headline I want for my opt-in page, so I'll select that one, copy that, and let's go back to system here, and then double click in there and paste that into there, paste and match style, and then do the same for the subheading. For the subheading, let's see, I'll choose that one, and go back to this page. Simple tip here is when you're doing it, copying from ChatGPT into system, best to go to the top of the page on your Chrome browser if you're using Chrome, which I'm here. Go to edit and paste and match style. Also then we'll keep the formatting for the actual landing page so it doesn't mess up that. Okay, so the first, the 4 elements what we do actually need for a landing page is your headline, which was created, the sub-headline, and the form, which is this, and then a button to submit the form. So they're the 4 main things we need to make sure we have. Right, so I'm just going to put some text there for the form. So let's go back, and I'll probably use another sub-headline. Copy that one and go back. So edit, paste that in. So now we've got system product launch checklist, 3 of all common mistakes that stop a launch from working. Perfect for beginners building their first product funnel. And then I want to do the text for the button. Let's see, button text. This, yes, I want this. So, and go back. It says we don't just want subscribe there, but something a bit more better than that. So just copy that in there. Yes, I want this. Make sure we save our settings so we don't lose anything. Okay. Now you can keep the name field if you want to collect the name as well, but I don't tend to do that. Reason is it gives more of a reason for people not to sign up to email list if they've got an extra thing to do, putting the first name in and then the email. So I'm going to delete that. So I've just got the email address. Now this bit here, you want to have that for the GDPR regulation. So in that I want to probably include the privacy policy as well. Link it into your privacy policy. So what I'm going to do is from page builder academy in accordance to the privacy policy. And what we'll do then, would we link that policy. So open up in a new tab, confirm. Now you can't see that because it's changed colour, so click on the colour icon and I'll give it a blue colour, and then we can see, and that's how you do that bit there. Okay, one other thing we need to also do with the previous policy, just click on it. We need to then add a message, so if the box remains unticked, to display the message. So something like that. Please make sure to click or no, tick the box. Tick the box. Something like that. So we just need to make sure so someone doesn't actually tick this GDPR checkbox there, that it displays this message here. And then for the button, I want to make that a bit wider to further up the margins. So what I'll do is make it a bit wider, a bit bigger, and save it. And then if we preview the page, you can see the headline, sub-headline, email, and the GDPR agreement there, which is linked, and not our footer there, so that looks okay there. Having a footer page is important for not only for opt-in pages but for landing pages or the legal pages, so such as your affiliate schema, if you're doing affiliate marketing, your privacy policy, and anything else. Now I'm going to show you how to build this opt-in page from scratch. To keep this super beginner friendly, I'll create a brand new funnel. I'll choose a blank template and then build the page step by step. So that'll be headline, sub-headline, a form, a GDPR checkbox, and button. Okay, so I'm just going to create a new funnel. So click on the blue create option there, and the same way we did it before, we click on choose the build an audience option, which will then give us the opt-in form and the thank you page. So that'll give us the layout already, and then just give it a name. So I'm just going to put test so I know, and same again, you select these. So it's exactly the same way you do it the first time around, but there is a slight difference. So click on the test funnel, and there you'll see your opt-in page created along with your thank you page and an active page, and you've got the templates here on the side. What we need to do now, if we scroll down to the bottom, change it to 30 so it sees 30 at a time, then we need to find the blank template that we can use to start from scratch. So I'm just going to do that now. And there is the blank template there. So if I preview that, you can see it's just a blank page. So I'll just select that and then click on the edit page option on the right here. Here we have a blank canvas, so we need to add our elements here. So we need a headline and then a sub-headline, so I'm going to put into that text there. And then we want, we need a section. Let's put a section there, and then I'll add a form. So we want a form input there, put it in the middle, and then a button, put that one there underneath there. And there's our basic layout there. So then we can just use the information we got from the prompts from our template, what we used previously, and if we click on, we can then just edit the so the form type is going to be email. That's all I just want for that. Let's place order. Let's put enter your best email. Yeah. And okay, let's bring it in now. So use the margins to bring the form in. I'll bring that in. And let's bring that from that, and then same with the button. So let's see, button text, text here, I'll take that out. Okay, so I've used pasted it here, the variation one, and this is what it's given me here on this thing there. So you've got a couple extra things there, buttons and stuff there. Some button ideas, and then I use the button option there and put the freebie idea there. I just left that as it is, and you see some ideas. Get the freebie, so that will be your lead magnet title there, and just put that for the button. Okay, so I think there's a couple there. They could do with some headlines, sub-headlines, please provide another 10 sub-headings or headlines. Yeah, we have got some more headlines to go, so that's all we need to do. That we can add to it. Right, so I'll select that one, so that one looks okay, and copy that. Edit and paste in my style there, and then for that I think we need to change the font size on that and take it down a bit smaller. I think that could do with being bold. So launch your first digital product in System.io with a proven checklist that helps you avoid mistakes and go live confidently. Follow the steps and launch with fewer mistakes and less stress. That's good. And then if you want, we could put bullets there. And then for the button, the text, I'm going to just copy. Let's see, something that would do. Get my starter kit. Copy of that and paste it in there. Get my starter kit. So save that, and and we can change colour of the button if we want to change it. So most people will use our red or green for the colours, and we could put a picture there, then some text on there for the privacy policy and affiliate disclosure. And if you want a GDPR option as well, what we do is we need then to a checkbox, so that's what we use for that. So then we just need then to change the settings on that as well. Might keep probably about the same as that width. Let's see, what was that? I want it together, so I think 238. There we go. Just tap 238 in there, and then that's brought it in line with the other one. And then we just fill that in, yeah. And then we can just then link that. Lastly, then we need to create a message for our box. So if this doesn't get ticked, it gives a message. Please make sure to tick the box to agree. And this optional bit there, that's if you tick that, then they can tick the box or not tick the box, and it will still allow them to enter the email and go through to the thank you page. With it unticked, they've got no choice but to tick that box before they can actually enter the email address. And that's a simple way to create a GDPR, which they've got to agree to, which is useful for in the UK or EU countries. And there you go, so that's how you would do that from scratch. So now we'll go back to our template one that we created earlier. Okay, so here we are back in the template form that I was building out earlier. What I'm going to do, I think I'm going to change this picture here. Could delete it out if I wanted to, but I think I'll keep a picture there and delete the one that's already there. And I've already uploaded my image, so I'll select that one, insert that in there, and see how that looks. Yes, looks okay. And I want to adjust that as well. The margins on that. Good, done. Take it down. Yeah, there we go. Take the pattern down. Make that bar a bit thinner. What the 10, that should be alright. Okay, looks better. I'll save that, then preview that. See what that looks like now. So this is the page as it looks now. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Right. Now, as for the bottom, there's this quick heads up here. So if your form doesn't do anything when you click the button later, it's almost certainly because the button isn't set to submit the form, and we'll test it properly at the end when we completed this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this image. You need to make sure obviously that you check it a couple of times, make sure you've got no mistakes. I've realised I made a mistake on this image. It's not the image I really wanted for this actual lead magnet. So what I'm going to do is just change that. So I'm going to delete the image and get the image I've already uploaded and insert that one. So this is the image I'm going to use now for this. Like I said, you don't need to have an actual image here, but for this one actually. Okay, a couple of other edits I think I want to make as well. I think I'm going to change this headline. I copied it from the ChatGPT prompt. What it gave me? It gave me this as the first line of it, and I think it looks better than that. So actually matches this. That's the first thing I'm going to do, and then I think for the copyright, I'll leave the copyright page builder academy, and then 2026. And then I'm going to put there. Then I'm going to put there terms and conditions. So links there. Affiliate disclaimer. And privacy policy, and I'll link those up. Oh, I misspelled that one. Terms and conditions there, and I've saved that. Let's do a quick check on that, see how that looks. Yeah, that looks a lot better. We got then our disclaimers down there at the bottom. Right, also what we need to do as well is don't forget to check it in mobile view. So clicking this icon here, top right here, it'll give you the mobile view option there to see how the form looks. There's a bit of space there. Could do with adjusting. But actually it's not too bad, because that's a bit further down. So maybe we could get rid of one of these rows. Yeah, that makes it better. And I want to adjust the text size as well. And I can see that's also highlighted. Come up as a link. That's probably because I've got systematic.io there. It's turned that into a link. So I'll go back to a normal view. Yeah, it has. So I just need, yeah, change it into a link there. So I just need to, in fact it's just the top bit by the looks of that. And this is why you need to keep checking everything. Just make sure the bottom bit is not linking out as well. Yeah, it is. I'll tear that off and then save that, and then I'll just preview it. Yeah, there we go. So what could do there as well is make that a bit smaller there on mobile view. Let's see, give it 24, I think. Yeah, looks okay. And just save that again and come out of that. Okay, so now I'm going to exit out of here, and we're going to take a look at URL path. So this part is beginners get stuck on. It's just the ending of your link change it to this free hyphen checklist. If I click off it, it should turn into a green tick. Now if it doesn't save when you do it, you need to make sure you just got all lowercase letters and numbers. I don't think it expects special characters, and you can't have spaces in between it, and then you should be alright. This is the link here, what you'll then need to share anywhere, such as Facebook, YouTube, description, and on social media. You'll just click the link icon there to copy it. You also it's copy to clipboard, and then we can share our link then anywhere we want to. Now we're going to look at adding the thank you page. So as I already added it into the funnel here, I'll click on the thank you page, make sure it's highlighted, and then all we want is just a simple template. So again, I'm going to select 30 at the bottom to give you a few more options there. And there we go. Actually, in fact, I've used this one before. I'm going to select this one because this is quite an easy one. And then on the right hand side here, click on the edit page option, and then so I want to remove this top section there, delete that, okay, that. For now I can keep that there, and that, and this. Let's see, you want to get rid of that. So I'll delete it up here. Sometimes it can be awkward to hover over the element and try and delete it, the one you want, without it changing. So if that's the case here, if you delete it click on it like that, and you can just go to the top left here and click on the trash bin there, and that will get rid of that. Next, click on that, and see that background's got an image there. I'm going to delete that image and then save that. Okay, so that should just give us the basics now. So just a quick recap, I use ChatGPT prompt to write my thank you page as well. So as a quick reminder, this is the prompt, and I used the prompt to be here. I uploaded the PDF, and then you've got some extra options there at the end. You can put more outputs there. So what I'm going to do is go back to the editor. So go to prompt. So this is the prompt output for the thank you page, and I quite like this one here. So I'm just going to copy that and go back to the opt-in page, and highlight that and paste that there, and then same again. Copy that. In fact, what I'm going to do there is duplicate that for the other message, put that above there, and this one, and then put this at the bottom there, copy that. So this page confirms that the email has been sent out and the subscriber will receive their freebie. It's also a good idea to add this option here, check promotion spams, to stop any future complaints you may get from not receiving the actual email. Okay, I'm going to click save, and then for a preview of that, there we go. So that's quite good. Same as with your thank you page as well, you want to also make sure you got your legal pages there. As well, I see these have got, that one's already linked, but we need to change the link on that and put our pages, legal pages there. So we need to highlight it, change the link, confirm that. Alright, so what we'll need to do is now edit this template and just remove the elements we don't want on the page, and What's highlighted? Terms and conditions. Oh, that's one thing I've got to do there. Confirm that. So it opens. And I think that one as well. Click on open link in new tab. And then just save that. Preview it. And now you can see the links are there. To make it look more in sync with the opt-in page, if we look on the colour here, we could actually change the background colour of our footer here to match our opt-in page. And the same way with the graphic, we could go to Canva, look for a graphic and then change colour to match, so it then looks more congruent with our opt-in page, and there's no disconnect there then. Okay, now we're going to be looking at creating a tag for an automation for when a subscriber subscribes to our email list. It will then automatically add a tag to them and send an email. So what we need to do is make sure I've saved this, and then click exit out here. And then what we need to do is go to the top where it says CRM and then select tags. And then what I need to do now is create a new tag and then give the tag a name. I'm just going to paste it in there, so I'm going to call it opt-in checklist. Save that. Okay, so you can see then the tag has been created there at the top. If you start, it's at the top, and then back to sales funnels. What we want to do is go back to our opt-in page. So make sure the opt-in page is selected. And from the right hand side, click on the edit page. And then what we're going to do is then create an automation. We click the button here on this, you will see an option there to add automation rule on the left there. So I'm going to click on that, and what we want to do is add a tag. And then what we'll find is if we go down there at the bottom, we can see our tag. Click on that and then save rule, and that's it. So now that tag now will be applied once somebody opts into the form to receive this lead magnet. Alright, next we're going to create the workflow then to actually send the email. So we just need to first save this, make sure it's saved, and then exit out of this. And then from the top, we go to automations and select workflow. And then what I'm going to do is create a new workflow and give it a name. This is the name of my actual lead magnet there. I'm going to put there for that as a reminder. And once it's created, I click on the system, click on the actual name over there, and the first trigger. So we need to add a tag, and I'm just select our tag there, so it's opt-in checklist, and see there. And then when that tag's been added, then we need action, and then we want to send an email. Send an email, and then we create a new one. I've already pre-added an email, copied the email from the output of the script I showed you earlier from GPT. So I'm just going to select that and choose and edit. You can have a quick look on that. So this email was created using that GPT prompt I showed you earlier, and the link here is just a link to the PDF in my Google account there. Okay, so that's the email. So once you've got that, then you need to save it. You'll see an option there, you can drag and drop a file here or click to browse, and if you've got your file already uploaded, you'll be able to then select it from here. But I wouldn't recommend attaching the file to your email, because that can end up in spam and sometimes cause a bit of problems as well with email distributor. So it's best to actually send a link in the email, or send them a link to a download page where they can actually download the actual freebie. So I'm going to click on there, save. Okay, so now we're back. So what will happen is once the tag opt-in -checklist gets added to the subscriber, an email then will get sent to them containing the download link for their freebie, what they opted in for. And then we just click on the exit option. And then we need to set this as active. So it's like this one here at the moment. You can see if over it's inactive. So we click on these 3 dots here and click on activate, and then click the confirm option there, and it says this workflow was activated, and you can see now it's turned green. There's a quick tip for you. So if your email doesn't send, it's usually the wrong trigger or missing the send email action in the workflow. As I've showed you already how to add a link to an email, I'm going to show you one more option where you can add a button to download the freebie on your thank you page. To do is go to sites and then sales funnels and back into our funnel, which was this one, and then select the thank you page, make sure that's selected, and then on the right here click on edit page. What we need to do now is then add a button. This is optional, but it's a nice backup so people can download immediately. So if we go to the under form option there, you can see button, and then we'll just drag that onto our page and select it. And then what we want to do there is change that to download file, and if you click on the cloud icon there, you'll see an option there we can then just upload your PDF there, or if you've already got it uploaded like I have, you just click on there and then insert like that, and then obviously just edit the colour to whatever you want it and the text. So I'm just going to take out the text here and then just say click here to grab your freebie. Okay, and then just save that, and then we can view that, and if you click on there and we'll see, and there we go, and it's actually open there in the new tab, so that's worked fine. And I'll just close that. So that's how I do it. I'm just gonna delete this now. I'm removing it just to keep this funnel email delivery only, but you can absolutely keep the button if you want. So I'll just delete that, okay, that, and just save it. Also, what you want to do as well when you preview it, choose like the mobile option there. See how it looks on mobile. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And then you can also alter the text size on that on the mobile view, and then maybe the line art is bit as well. It looks a bit better. Yep, and then save that. Okay, so what we need to do now is test everything to make sure the opt-in page is working. When we enter email, it then takes us to the thank you page, and the email then is sent to the inbox. And if we click on the PDF, it actually PDF link in the email that actually works. And then also check the contact has been added there, been given a tag in System.io. Let's just click on exit here, and what I want to do now is click on opt-in page and copy link to the clipboard, and then open up a new browser incognito mode. Okay, and paste the link in there, and so there's the opt-in page. And I'll put that email in and tick yes to agree to that, and then if click yes. Okay, so that's taken us into the thank you page. So next one that I need to do is check the inbox to see if the email's been delivered. Okay, here I'm in my Gmail account here, so page builder, you can see that the email has actually been delivered here. So then what I need to do there is click on this link to assess that, and there we go. The PDF is opened up fine on that link. So okay, Here I'm back in my System.io account, so I've gone to CRM contacts, and you can see the email, the contacts here, what I signed up for. See the source URL, the free checklist, opt-in page, and if I scroll down, you can see opt-in checklist has been added, the tag. You can see the email's been sent, and scroll down for current step, you can see the workflow. So you see the email's been sent from the workflow, System.io product launch starter kit workflow, and that's work. So we know that's all working. So this is the moment you want before you share your link. Okay, one of the common things that can happen is forgetting to set up the automation that actually delivers the actual freebie. Or maybe you've had subscribers come into your list and you have not actually set up the email that delivers the freebie yet. So what you can do is, you see contact has got a tag added here. If they haven't, you will need to actually set up a tag and add it to them, which you can do. Once you set it up, it comes available like that, and it'll just automatically slide. So once we've added that, what you can do is send a one-off newsletter to actually deliver the email. So you go to newsletters there, and then what we need to do then is create a newsletter or something like that. So put whatever you want here. I'm just going to put your freebie download. Just click, I'll choose a classic editor here for myself. Keep it simple. Once you've created it, you'll see it in the list at the top there, so then we need to click on it. Here is your download link below. Obviously you put a bit more on that, and then whatever your link is, link goes here, and then just link it out. But I'm not gonna. This is a quick example what I'm doing here, just to show you. And then once you've done that, is to click on include these tags and select the tag that's actually what they've got assigned to them, and then go to save and send, and that will send them an one-off email, what's called a broadcast email. It will deliver the download link to them. The other way you could do it, let's come out of this, is you could go to emails and then campaigns, and then create a campaign, a name for your campaign, email address, like that, email address, lead magnet deliverer, email for lead magnet. Save that, and you'll see it at the top there, and then same again, we create the email. Here is your download. Save that. Alright. Here is your download you requested. Put your link here. That should create the link there. Save it. Save and publish, and you can save and test it as well, and leave it as 0 if it's the first email. I'd leave that as 0. Activate, you have to activate it as well, and then save that. So changes have been saved. Exit, and there's email. And then what we need to do then is then go back to our contacts and the contact name. Just click it, and we'll see more actions that come up at the bottom there. If we hover over that, and we can see subscribe to campaign, and then select your campaign. Say checklist campaign, lead magnet delivery was the one I created, and is your download delivery, and then click on subscribe, and then that will then send him that download email. Now, doing a campaign is actually the better way of actually doing this. Anyone who then subscribes to your email list will then get this actual email. So this is the best way to do it. But for quickness, if you get any trouble with your email being delivered, you can use the newsletter way. I'm just going to cancel this. What you've got to be careful of when you're sending newsletters this way is to make sure you're not sending it to people who have already received your email, and that's why tags are helpful here. Just to recap, so if this happens all the time. So, you can launch your opt-in page and then you realise you forgot to connect the email deliverer. Don't worry, you can still send the freebie. So you just use the either one-time newsletter to those contacts or add them into your freebie campaign so they receive it automatically, and that way then nobody misses out. If your opt-in funnel isn't working, don't panic. In most cases it's one of these three things. Number one, the button isn't actually submitting the form. Number two, the thank you page isn't set as the next step in the funnel. And number three, the tag isn't being added at the opt-in form stage, which means the workflow never triggers. So check the tag is applied when someone signs up, and check your workflow trigger is set to tag added using that same tag. Fix those three and most funnels start working straight away. And if you're wondering where those three settings are, here's exactly where to check them. Here I'm again back in my System.io account, and I've gone to the opt-in page to quickly show you this. So the button settings, what I was referring to. If we click on the button, you can see the option to submit form is set, so that's one of the things you've got to make sure. Two, that the next step in the funnel is selected. There is the actual thank you page which follows after this. If I just exit there, you will see the next step is the actual thank you page here. And then lastly is the workflow trigger. So if we go to automations and then workflows, and further look at the one that's set, you can say this one is triggered by the tag being added here. So opt-in checklist, which is added on sign up, and then the workflow is triggered by the same tag to send this email. Once you've got your opt-in page up and running, then the next step you want to do is actually to promote it. And here I found a free QR code generator for Chrome. So you can install this and then go to your opt-in page, and then from the top right you'll see the three dots you can click on and bring up the menu, and then if you scroll down you've got an option there to cast, save and share. So if you go right down to the bottom you see an option to create QR code. Click on that and then you can see a QR code that comes up and with your link to it, and you can copy it or download it, and then once you download it then you can just share it onto your various social media sites like Facebook, YouTube and places like that. Now you've got a complete working opt-in funnel built, automated, tested, and if you're new to System.io, I've linked a beginner's funnel checklist below. I'll see you in the next video.